What is up, everybody? This is my Batwoman Season 2, Episode 11, Arrive Alive review. Personally, I thought the title, Arrive Alive, was going to mean something very different for this episode. I personally thought it would be Kate Kane arriving alive at Wayne Tower, but, that didn't play out. I think it's going to be Episode 13, because Cameras, Johnson, the dude who plays Luke Fox, was teasing something big for Episode 13, but, that'll be May 9th when that airs, but, just off the bat, I thought this was a really good episode. I had really no problems with it. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. But, let's just get into the full review and roll that intro. This episode starts off with a heist, Fast and Furious style, where the False Face Society is, stealing snakebite, which is an ingredient in... No, they're not stealing snakebite. They're stealing fear toxin, which is an ingredient for snakebite. And, then we cut to the warehouse where they bring it, and Black Mask is interrogating Angelique and asking her to make the snakebite since Ocean's dead. And, Angelique doesn't really want to. She's fighting Black Mask, and Black Mask said, you really think we wouldn't have got you out in a couple days? You're the person who makes the snakebite. We would have got you out. You didn't have to rat and stuff. So then, Angelique still won't tell us, so Black Mask is about to kill her, but she doesn't. She agrees to help. And I'm sorry for that loud noise, if you can hear that. There's like a loud truck outside, I'm sorry. Trash truck, I think. But then we have Sophie calling Ryan, and, Ryan says that, she tells Ryan that Angelique got kidnapped by the False Face Society, and then Ryan talks to Luke, and Luke, tells Ryan that fear toxin is made with snakebite and stuff. So then we have a fun scene where Alice is waiting for Dr. Waner, or Evelyn, in her office, and a client comes in, and Alice pretends to be the therapist, and it was a funny scene. But then Waner walks in, and Alice kills the patient, and Waner and Alice talk, and by the end, Alice tells Dr. Waner, or Evelyn, who can erase memories, that she wants Kate Kane erased from Alice's memories, or her memories. But anyway, here we have the Crows' second attempt, not the Crows, the False Face Society's second attempt, no, second heist in the episode, and the green car, we follow the green car, we see the person's eyes, and they have this cool formation, everything, with the phones and stuff, and then, the Batmobile appears, and obviously this person's gonna get screwed. Batman gets out of the car and pulls the person out of the car, takes off their mask, and it's Sophie who is driving the car, and Sophie yells at Batwoman and says stuff like, you messed the whole mission up, because she did. Sophie was being undercover to try to get into Black Mask's circle to rescue Angelique, and you, ruined it. We can't do this again, because Black Mask deactivates the phones, and it's only a one-time deal. If you deliver it, you can do it again, but if you get caught, there's no chance for you. And you ruined this whole thing and stuff like that. And, man, that was a surprise, though. But after this scene, Sophie goes back to Crow's headquarters and talks to Jacob. And there's this dude who we later find out is the CSI, who's doing better CSI work than the Flash right now. And, Sophie tries to talk to Jacob, and Jacob is mad. Yeah, it's because of the snake bite and stuff, but he, is overly mad, man. He's just yelling about how she didn't take a Crow's agent or tell anyone, and Sophie's like, it would authorize them. This isn't Jacob, man. It's just about the snake bite, which, I'm excited to see where that goes, but I don't think they did it in the best way this episode. But, here we have Ryan, talking to Sophie at the bar, and Sophie tells Ryan about the drive and everything, and Ryan says that she'll she'll be the next driver, and Sophie, of course, like, no, 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 but Ryan, she's the next driver. But here we have some crap with Alice. It's not crap, it's pretty good stuff. But Alice is trying to get rid of Kate in her mind, so Evelyn is gonna help her, and she pulls out this thing that is gonna help her. And she goes back to the. I don't think it's the day of the. It's the day of the accident where her mother died and everything. She goes back there in her mind, and her and Kate talk, and that photo looks ridiculous because both their eyes are closed. Um, and they talk, and Alice is freaking Kate out this whole entire time because she wants to get rid of Kate. So she's saying all these maybe false things. I don't know. Alice says she's a manipulator multiple times in this episode. But she made Kate go away, but then Ocean appears as the driver, and then Kate comes back, and Alice is overwhelmed, so and they're just asking her stuff, and she's overwhelmed, so she wakes up, and we're done with that. But then we're with Mary and not Mary, Sophie and Ryan again, and they have Mary's car that Mary lent to them, and Sophie says she knows somebody that will help Ryan get into the race and stuff, that will create an identity for her and everything. She says he's trustworthy. This was the best part of the episode. Sophie brings Ryan to Luke, and Luke and Ryan have to act like they don't know each other at all and they aren't friends, and it's it's a really funny scene, man. Luke's like, "Aren't you Mary's roommate?" And Ryan's like, "Don't you order a Shirley Temple?" And he's like, "No, no, no," and stuff. It's a really funny scene, and Ryan's fake identity is Wild something. Ryan Wild. I don't know. Robin Wild. That's it. But anyway, they create that. Sophie leaves to go put gas in that car. She says, and Luke gives Ryan a device that is basically the Batmobile's AI, so that it drives so good. And we have this funny scene with Ryan where she's like, "Really, I just thought I was getting better at driving," and it's kind of that was really funny. But then Ryan, she has to test out for the drive, and she tests out. She shows everybody that she is good at the driving stuff. So they give her the mask, and she is in. So then we cut to the next scene where they're just about to start the next heist, and Sophie calls Ryan, and this is the type of world building stuff that I love. Ryan has Sophie as Kroby in her phone, which I laughed when I saw that, and I thought it's a nice world building thing, character building. But Sophie says that there is a drone above the cars, so that if any of them stop, they'll know what's up, and so that they can't put the tracker in the fear toxin without stopping. So then the heist starts, and Ryan gets over there. She gets everything loaded. The snake bite, not the snake bite, the fear toxin is in her car. So then Luke, after some cool driving stuff, Luke takes over, and I don't know how he'd be able to see the phone's directions on the big screen because on the stuff we saw, he didn't. But so Ryan stops driving because Luke has taken over, and she goes back in in the back seat, and Luke is having a hard time driving, which obviously there's some banter here, and as Sophie goes, no, as Ryan, sorry, there's a lot of people in these episodes, I get names confused. As Ryan goes back to, put the thing on, they get shot at by, crows, which crows are really just gonna shoot first, ask questions later. Doesn't seem so good, but, they evade the crows easily, and, Ryan puts the tracking device on the, fear toxin. That's an awful screenshot, man, that I took for the episode. You can't even see her placing the tracker down. But anyway, they get away and they deliver the fear toxin. See, I didn't say snake bite, I said fear toxin. I'm getting better. But then we have Luke and Ryan meeting back up at Ryan and Mary's apartment. Where is Mary this episode, by the way? And, Mary isn't there. Sophie isn't there. They ditched her, so Sophie, they figure out that they put it together. Sophie's going after Black Mask. But anyway, now we have another thing with Rainer, Dr. Rainer, or Evelyn, and this time when she sends, Alice into her mind, she's with, Ocean, and, she's really weirded out by that, and, just like how Kate started talking to her and asking her questions, she's really confused because Ocean wants to know why she killed him in her dream. And then, conveniently, right when Ocean asks that, real Ocean busts through the door, points a gun at Alice, and asks, why did you kill him? He found Alice, and Alice explains, and it's just a really emotional scene, man. Not emotional, but it's a good scene. Rachel Skarsten is great in the show, but Alice explains that she killed Ocean so that she could have her sister, but Sapphire did not have Kate, which was a big reveal at the time, man. But then they fight, and Rainer doesn't want to be in this fight, so she leaves. She gets free with her like cane that has like the needle, and she says moonlight, I think it was, or something like that. And Alice and Rainer also says this is something that Sophia told her to never do. Alice and Ocean have their memories of each other back, and they get to see their story from episode 7 and their love, which I thought was a great scene, man. I'm just gonna say that. I usually have a problem with stuff like this, but this I did not have a problem with. It was executed beautifully, and it was just a beautiful scene. So then, we cut to Sophie walking into a false faces ID where it can presume where, the fear toxin with the tracker is, but Black Mask easily takes, her out and kidnaps her, and, he tries to ask questions, but then, I'm sorry, I don't really have a photo of Batwoman for this review, and it's really weird that Batwoman wasn't really in this episode. But, Batwoman saves Ryan, Sophie, and throws a battery on the table, and Sophie gets loose, and Black Mask and Ryan fight, and Black Mask hits Ryan so hard that, blood comes out of Ryan's mouth and smears on the wall, and that's going to be very important, for the next episode, I think, or the next couple episodes, I think. We have 8 episodes left after this, episode, but anyway, Black Mask gets stabbed by Sophie, and they're about to, she stabs him with the battering, but they're about to get free, and Black Mask puts Angelique up on the screen and says, if you don't move away, I'll kill her. I'll have my men kill her. And, so they both walk away, and Black Mask gets off scot-free. So, then we have Alice and Ocean talking, and they are just talking while walking down the alleyway. And, no, there's nothing really special to it. You get the feeling that I don't want Alice to be written off the show, but if she does, I'll be okay with it. But they talk, and Alice just really wants, so they they're like dating now. Yes. So Alice just wants to get the lovey-dovey stuff out of the way before they like team up and like I don't know what they're gonna do. Oh, Ocean does tell Alice that there is one more desert rose, and that's what Sophia told her, and Alice realized that's how Batwoman is alive and didn't die from kryptonite poisoning. But then they do the lovey-dovey stuff, and we cut away, and we have Sophie looking through, inspecting Mary's car, and she sees the bullet holes in the mirror. I don't know how that mirror isn't cracked though, and she sees that, and she's like, "Oh, dang it!" Stuff like that. No, and she was. Ryan did a sloppy job. I know Mary. She thought Mary would be the next person in this car, but come on, you just left the Batmobile device in there, and Sophie takes it. But then we have the CSI dude and a Crow's agent talking, and the CSI dude is reviewing the footage of Batwoman and Black Mask fighting, and he slows it down and sees that that blood is Batwoman's, which is important, but I would like to add Black Mask's blood too, because then you can identify who those both are. But it's on the floor, on the walls, the blood, so, CSI dude doing better work than Barry Allen grabs the blood. So, I really don't want Batman's identity to get exposed, but there are 2 points where it could be exposed. Sophie tests out the device, and she doesn't test it out, but she plugs it in and looks at it and looks through the files and finds audio files in it. And she hears Luke's voice, and when she hears Luke's voice, she gets more intrigued. So then she listens, and Ryan says, "I wish I had the batsuit for this," from earlier in the episode. So Sophie knows that Ryan Wilder is Batwoman. That's the big reveal. I wish they didn't do that, but it's crazy, man. In their break, I'm really looking forward to the next episode, man. This episode is pretty good, but that is my review for this episode. I hope if you've watched the episode, please leave a comment down below. Greatly be appreciated. If you would subscribe, it would greatly be appreciated. Turn on notifications, greatly be appreciated. I'm gonna stop, but down below I have my Batwoman playlist listed. I have all our social media listed, and that's really all, man. That is all I have to say about this review. So I am gonna shut up soon. Maybe I'll fill out these 20 seconds. I don't know. But I honestly have no idea. Yeah, whatever. I'll just shut up. Saying shut up does not. Oh my god, I'm rambling. Goodbye and stay safe. And I'll see you tomorrow with the Black Lightning review.